the average lady, back at it again with another video. And this week, I feel like making a shirt. If you've been around this channel, you know that I like to sew. And you know that I don't often make shirts. Actually, the only shirt I ever made was my pirate shirt, and I don't think it counts as a shirt. And since that shirt was so oversized, I didn't have to deal with all of that pattern stuff. But today I'm gonna. And also, since I like to shoot myself in the foot repeatedly, I will not only be making a fitted shirt, I will be making poofy sleeves. Because apparently sleeves are Satan or something. So let's make life harder for myself and make special sleeves, because why not? Alright, welcome to my disgusting floorboards. So to make that shirt, I used a dark green bedsheet that I had in my closet for some reason, and I used some pretty standard sewing tools to make that shirt. And first I was making the sleeves. Mind you, I had never patterned a sleeve ever in my life before, and so I googled some shit and just found a general shape of a sleeve that I thought I could use, and so I just did and kind of freehanded it. I am not saying this is how you should be making sleeves. This turned out okay for some reason. I guess the sewing gods were with me on that one. But I would advise using a pattern for this, because boy did I not know what I was doing. Also, trying to freehand a curve that is symmetrical on both sides, it's just a dumb move. Don't try to do this. And that's what I realized right there. So I folded my fabric. So I had 4 layers of fabric to make 2 sleeves. And so I could just cut on one side and have it symmetrical on both sides. And yes, I am sorry, this is how I made a sleeve. I don't know what happened. Then I went ahead and dealt with the bodice in the most simple way I could think of, aka I took a shirt that previously existed and that I did not pattern, flipped it over to expose the seams, and traced around those seams to make a front and a back panel. Is this a lazy way out? Yes. Is this a good way to do things? No, because as you can see, this thing was not symmetrical at all. And so what did I do? Fold it in half and only cut one side so that I would have a symmetrical shirt. Is this some sort of pattern? I guess. So yeah, there you go. That's my front. I did the same with the back piece, except for the back piece I did 2 separate pieces because, well, that's the space I had on my fabric. Don't sue me. I just pinned it in place and I'm gonna sew it and it's gonna work just fine. And so with these 2 bodice pieces and these 2 sleeve pieces, I was ready to make a shirt. Okay, so before I can start messing around with sleeves and probably have a mental breakdown or something, I need to get my bodice together, which means I have to sew the back seam of the back piece and take the front piece and the back piece and sew them at the sides. Cue to a probably poorly shot segment of me sewing. There you go, that is me sewing, or actually fighting my sewing machine. God, I love that sound. It is so satisfying of a sound. Also, yeah. Fuck. Now, This is what happens when you get carried away and think that your sewing machine does what you want. This is the top thread, and this is where the bottom thread simply stopped. I ran out of bobbin thread, didn't realize it, and thought I was sewing all along while I was just running one thread that had nothing to catch on. And now I have to roll a whole new bobbin thread, and fuck. So yeah, I rethreaded my whole bobbin, and yes, I am threading bobbins by hand. No, this is not a choice. It is an obligation because, well, my machine is old as fuck, and the bobbin threader stuff does not function properly on it. It's a problem I have to solve, but it's a problem for another day, okay? Thank you. Okay, my machine is rethreaded. I can now get back to my sewing. Oh, goddammit. It's doing that again, isn't it? Sewing gods, why? What did I do to you? It was going so well. And here I was thinking that the sewing gods were gonna be nice to me today. I guess it was a bit naive of me to think that. Alright, let's try that again. The older an object is, the more will it has. And that baby is almost 100 years old, so she's doing whatever she wants, and I have no say in the matter. Back to you, voiceover lady that is less flustered than me. Yeah, I have nothing to add to that. I just finished my seams praying the whole time that my machine would not shit in my hands again. It worked. I did the back seam and sewed everything together, the shoulder seams, the side seams, and I had a sleeveless bodice at the end. Yay me! Also, you might be noticing at that point that I'm making a crop top. Yes, I am making a crop top, okay? With poofy sleeves. Try and stop me. You can't. It's already done. Okay, so I have it on. It is definitely a cropped shirt, but that's alright, that's what I was going for. The arm side is a little tight, but I prefer it to be tighter than too loose, because if it's too loose, I don't know why, but I read on the internet that if your arm size is too big, it's gonna restrict your range of motion, which I really don't know why, but I'll trust the internet on that one. So yeah, I'm quite happy with it. It fits nicely. All I have to do now is, well, all I have to do. Now the tricky part starts when I have to add the sleeves. Okay, so this is my sleeve shape. Yes, this is gonna become a sleeve. No, I still don't know how. And this is my bodice. And what I did is run a gathering thread. It's the red thread you see here, along the outline of the top part of the sleeve. And what I'm now gonna do is pull on the thread to create gathers at the top of the sleeves. So I'll just put the camera on a tripod real quick. Yes, I have a tripod. My boyfriend 3D printed one. It's awesome. Okay, now that you're tripoded, I'm gonna show you what happens when I pull on the thread. Pull on it. And that created some gathers. Okay, so once I pull on this, I'm able to gently pull on my fabric so that I have the top in nice even gathers. And this is my arm size, so I will have puffy sleeves. I can now go ahead and attach this to my bodice. I don't know how yet. I'm gonna need some pins. Okay, I have pins. And with all these nice gathers, I need the center. This is my center to be at the top. So center top needs to be together. Oh, this is gonna be so full of pins. Oh, that's gonna be complicated. Why did I decide to make a shirt in a day? What was I thinking? This project is bringing me to the realization that I don't quite know what I'm doing. And I don't know why I'm realizing this now. I never knew what I was doing, ever. But this should technically be a gathered sleeve. Nobody can tell me that it's not a sleeve. Is it a good looking sleeve? I don't know yet, but it's a sleeve. So I'll sew this sleeve and see what happens. Oh boy, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. If I put it like this and sew along these lines, I mean, this could work, I think. Yeah, also I'm sorry, the lighting and the angle are far from perfect, but it's what I can give you, okay? Okay, I'm getting to the gathered part. Sewing gods, if you are real, it is now time to manifest yourself, and please don't let me ruin my shirt. Or my sewing machine, or, you know, my hopes and dreams. Okay, the gathering thread is out. Let's flip it. Oh shit! It's a sleeve! And it looks like a sleeve! Oh my god, yes! I'm gonna put it on, I'm showing you guys. It is everything I've ever wanted in a sleeve. Look at how poofy and beautiful it is. Oh my god. I am very happy. I'm sorry my camera is shaky and terrible, but look at that poofy sleeve. Okay, so as you can see, I put the second sleeve. I am still very much in love with my poofy sleeves. And now the next thing I want to do is fix my neckline, because right now I'm not a fan of where it hits and how it makes me look. And I was thinking I could do a sort of squared up, a little low cut like neckline. And so while I'm wearing it, I'm gonna grab on, just gonna wait for the bus to pass. Alright. I'm sorry, I have to keep my windows open because it is very warm. And I don't have AC. So, what I was saying is I want to cut out my neckline, and so I'm gonna grab on my pencil, look at myself in the mirror, and draw the outline I want to have. Okay, so I drew a approximative line of where I want it to hit. I'm gonna take the shirt off and cut it. Alright, I hope you're ready for this, because this shirt fucks. Ready? Isn't it so nice? I'm very happy about the neckline, and the shoulders just keep making me happier and happier. So all I need to do to finish this shirt, hem the bottom, maybe add some darts so it's more form-fitting. We'll see when we get there. Hem the end of the sleeves, and I'll have a shirt in one day. I've always wanted to do this. Let's see if I'm able to. I'll see you right now. At least my shirt looks nice. Okay, I'm tired. It's been like 7 hours since that first jump, so I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.